guys, welcome to Thursday. We're starting off with our phonics pages 221 and 222, and we're going to start talking about prefixes and endings in this chapter. For today, we're just talking about prefix. Prefix is a fancy word for a part of a word at the beginning of a word. So we talked about base words before and putting endings. Now we have base words and we're going to put something in front of it. And today we're going to talk about re and un. So on page 221, we're talking about re. If we put re in front of a word, it means we're going to do it again. All right, so let's read the poem. We'll talk about re a little bit more and get started. Don't throw out old puppets, recycle them instead. Just re-glue the hair and eyes and then reuse the head. Okay, now let's read it like turtles. Don't throw out old puppets. Recycle them instead. Just re-glue the hair and eyes and then reuse the head. Okay, and now robots. Don't throw out old puppets. Recycle them instead. Just re-glue the hair and eyes and then reuse the head. And now like cheetahs. Don't throw out old puppets. Recycle them instead. Just re-glue the hair and eyes and then reuse the head. Okay, so let's look at our poem. We're going to look for words that have the prefix re. Okay, so in the second sentence it says recycle them instead. If we recycle it, so think of a circle, and we're going to reuse it. We're going to use them again. Okay, the third line, just re-glue the hair and eyes. So if you have an old puppet and an eye falls off or some hair falls off, it's already been glued once. You're going to glue it again. You're going to re-glue it. And the last line, and then reuse the head. If it's old, you've already used it, but instead of throwing it out, you're going to use it again. You're going to reuse it. All right, let's look at our yellow box. It says, add re to the word beside each sentence. Use the new words to finish the sentences. And on the top of this page, I want you to write re, because we're using the prefix re on this page. We're using a different one on the back, and I don't want you to get confused. So write re on the top of this page. Okay, and let's do number 1 and number 2 together. Every day I do things that I have to blank. The word in the green box at the end of the sentence is do. You have to put re in front of do. So you're going to write R-E and then do. And remember, it's one word. Don't leave a space. One word. R-E-D-O. Every day I do things that I have to redo. And that's what all of these sentences will be about. Let's look at number 2. When I get up, I blank my bed. The word at the end of the sentence is make. Okay, when you were sleeping in your bed, it got messy, so now you have to remake it. So you're going to write R-E and make. Remember, no spaces between your prefix and your base word. Okay, after you've written redo and remake, turn your paper over. I'll wait just a minute for you to finish that. Okay. We're on the back now on page 222. Let's read the box at the top of the page. Add UN to the word beside each sentence. Use the new words to finish the sentences. Number 1, so on the back, remember you're doing un. So write un on the top of the page. We're using the prefix un. And un means the opposite. So I can tie my shoe, and then I untie it. I can lock the door, and then I unlock it. So un is the opposite of makes the base word the opposite of itself. Let's do the first two together. Every day, we do things and blank them. The word in the green box at the end of the sentence is do. Okay, you're going to write un for your prefix and then your base word do. Remember, don't leave a space between them. And your sentence will read, every day we do things and undo them. And number 2, we dress and blank. And the word in the green box at the end of the sentence is dress. So in the morning we dress, and at the end of the day we undress. So you're going to write your prefix un, put dress next to it without leaving a space. We dress and undress. Okay, so today you're just writing the prefix in front of the word. All right, I'll see you back here in a little while for math. Okay, we're back for math. The first one we're going to look at is Chapter 8, Lesson 7, pages 367, and on the back it's 368. And we're still talking about money. So let's look at the top of our page. You see some coins there. There are 2 dimes. Remember, dimes are 10 cents. Nickels are 5 cents. A penny is 1 cent. And who remembers what a quarter is? I hope you said 25 cents. Okay? So let's count the money at the top. 10, 20, 25, 26, 27 cents. And then there's an airplane with a price tag of 32 cents. Let's read the story under the money. Tad wants to buy a plane. Tad has 27 cents. The plane costs 32 cents. Does Tad have enough money? Okay. And then it says 27 cents is less than 32 cents, so he does not have enough money. No, Tad does not have enough money. So if he had 32 cents, he would have enough. If he had 33 cents, he would have enough because 33 is more than 32, right? If he had 50 cents, he would have enough because 50 is more than 32. So he would need to have 32 cents or more than 32 cents to have enough money. Okay, let's look at the front together. It says, write the amount you have, draw a happy face or a sad face to tell if you have enough money to buy the toy. And the example they gave first is the horn for 45 cents. Okay, so we're starting with a quarter. Remember, a quarter is 25 cents, so trace 25 cents. And remember, we can count by tens from 25. Remember, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Okay, so we're going from a quarter to a dime. So we're going to go start by counting by tens from 25. 25, 35, 45, 46, 47. Okay, so trace those and the cents signs because there's 47 cents. The horn's 45 cents, and the amount of money is 47 cents. 47 is more than 45, so we know we have enough to buy a horn, so trace the happy face. Okay, we're going to do number 2 together. All right, so number 2, there's a Frisbee for 60 cents. Let's see if we have enough money to buy it. Ready? 25, and then I'm going to start counting by tens. 25, 35, 45. Now I have to start counting by fives, and remember, if I get stuck, I can count by fives up to 45 and keep going. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And I need to remember my cents sign. So we have 55 cents. Is that enough to buy the Frisbee? No, 55 is less than 60. So we have to draw a sad face. It is not enough money to buy the Frisbee. All right. Number 3, I'd like you to talk to a grown-up for Talk About It. It says, name the coins you can use to pay for the toy. And it would be fun to get some real coins and talk that over with your grown-up. After you do that, you can either draw a picture of the coins you used or put a check mark. Okay, and we'll turn the paper over. For numbers 4, 5, and 6 on the back, you're doing the same thing we did on the front. Okay. And for number 7 and 8, you can draw a picture or use some real money. It says Eric has 5 nickels and 4 pennies. What color marble can Eric buy? So remember, the red marble's 29 cents, the green marble's 37 cents, and the blue marble is 34 cents. So see which marble you can buy. You might only be able to buy one color, or you might have a choice. You might have enough to buy 2 of the colors, or maybe even 3 of the colors. Okay. Number 8, Pat has 1 quarter and 10 pennies. What color marbles can Pat buy? All right. And then I also would like you to do number 9. So finish the back on your own, and then when we come back, we'll be ready for our other page in math. See you in a little bit. All right, on these math pages, we're looking at shapes. We're going to do the front together because some of them are a little bit tricky, and then you'll finish the back on your own. Okay, so let's look at the top. You can make a plane figure. Remember, a plane figure is one that's flat. You can make a plane figure or take apart a plane figure using different shapes. One way to make a trapezoid is to use 3 triangles, and they show you in the example how they put together 3 triangles to make a trapezoid. And it says one way to make 2 trapezoids is to take apart a hexagon. Okay? So see where there's 1 hexagon? If you can use 2 trapezoids. Or, this isn't on your paper, but you could use 3 triangles on the top and 3 triangles on the bottom and use 6 triangles. All right. Number 1 says use a diamond and a hexagon. How many diamonds make a hexagon? Okay. So I'm going to draw my hexagon. Okay. And it's a little bit tricky. I'm going to go from here straight over to the middle and then diagonally up to the top. There's 1 diamond. And then if I draw a line from the point in the middle straight down, I have 1, 2, 3 diamonds. So I need 3 diamonds to make 1 trapezoid, or 1 hexagon. Okay, there's number 1. Okay. Number 2. We're going to use triangles. We're going to use triangles to make a hexagon. So I'm going to draw the hexagon. Okay. Draw a line across the middle. And then I'm going to pretend like this is the base of my triangle and just draw the sides. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, but upside down. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles to make my hexagon. Okay, let's look at number 3. We're going to start with a trapezoid. Okay. and it wants us to use triangles and diamonds. So if I pretend like this is one side of my triangle, I make the other side. There, I have one triangle and one diamond. And my triangles, or my trapezoid's a little bit long, but you can see it's kind of a crooked diamond. And number 4. And number 4, we're using diamonds and triangles to make a hexagon. Okay. And there's more than one way to do that, but I'm just going to show you one way. If you choose to do it another way, you may. I'm going to draw a line to the opposite corner, and then do the same over here. So I'm making a big X in the middle of it. And when I do that, I have 2 diamonds, 1, 2, and 2 triangles. Okay. Number 5, when you put shapes together, are there more sides in the new figure than in the smaller figures? So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, and 10. So I have more inside than outside. So we can put a check mark on number 5. All right, you're going to complete the back on your own, and then we'll come back for English. See you in a little bit. All right, hi guys, we're back for English, and we're going to be reviewing homophones, synonyms, and antonyms. We're going to start on page 195, and remember we said another name for homophone is homonym, so you may hear that used that way. All right, we're going to read the instructions at the top of the page. Circle the correct homophone to complete each sentence. Number 1, the cook cut the meat. Okay, which meat is the kind the cook would cut? Remember, the meat that you eat has the word eat in it, so it will be the second choice. You're going to read each sentence and circle the correct homophone. If you need help remembering, you can look back on the pages we did before for clues. And when you're finished with that, we'll do the back. So let's go over the instructions on the back. Right, at the top, it says, show what you know. Letter A. Write the correct synonym for each underlined word. Use the word bank. Let's look at the instructions again. I want you to take your pencil, and I want you to circle the word synonym. Write the correct synonym. I want you to remember that we're using synonyms at the top of the page. And now let's read the words in our word scarf. Small, friend, look, street. Number 1 says, my pal is good at basketball. The word pal is underlined. So we have to find the synonym, or the word that means the same thing as pal, in our word scarf. Okay, I hope you chose friend, circle friend, and write it in number 1. Okay, let's go down to the letter B. It says write the correct antonym for each underlined word. Use the word bank. So let's look at the instructions again. Pick up your pencil. It says you write the correct antonym. Circle the word antonym to remember you're looking for antonyms at the bottom of the page. And let's read our antonyms, or remember antonym is our fancy word for opposite. Ready? Cold, down, out, over. Number 1, the train chugged up the mountain. The opposite of up is, I hope you said down, circle down, and print it on the line in number 1. And when you're finished, go ahead, you may do forwards or backwards English. come on back and we'll be ready to look at our Hawaii booklets. See you in a bit. All right, we're back looking at our Hawaii booklet. We're looking at page 4. And at the top, it says, remember to do brain work. So make sure when you complete this, you do the brain work at the bottom. If you can fit it on the bottom of the page, you may do that, but I think it would probably be easier to get a separate piece of paper and to write your sentences on another piece of paper. Okay. It says, Hawaii, the island state. Hawaii is a group of islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is a very beautiful state with special things to see. Read about things you might see in Hawaii. Write each word from the word box by the matching picture. Okay, so let's look at the words in our word box right here. Rainforest, flowers, volcano, ocean, and palm tree. We're going to use these words to fill in the blanks. We're going to do number 1 together. I am a kind of mountain. I have a hole at the top. Hot lava may come from me. Okay. I hope you chose volcano. You'll circle volcano, print it on the line, and remember, fill in all the blanks and write the sentences at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at page 5. So you may pause it here and come back to number 5, or keep the video going and then go back and do page 4. Okay, all right, this is what page 5 looks like. And we're going to read that together. You can either look at the screen or look at your paper. It says rainbows at the top. Almost every day, the islands of Hawaii are blessed with warm, gentle rains, followed by bright colored rainbows. The Hawaii rainbows are the most beautiful in the world. Then underneath right here, it says aloha. Aloha means hello and goodbye, but mostly it means love. The aloha spirit can be found only in Hawaii. Okay. Then we're going to read about the house gecko. Geckos are tiny lizards that bring good luck to Hawaii homes and eat many insects. They are pale, gray, or green and make a chirping sound. Next to that, we have slippers, and they might remind you of flip-flops. Rubber slippers are the favorite footwear of Hawaii. They are left outside the door when entering local homes. So in Hawaii, it's very rude to go to someone's house and wear your shoes in their house. Everyone takes their shoes off. And then the bottom corner next to the hand, it says shaka. Try to make a shaka sign with your hand. Wave it for a Hawaiian greeting. Ready? All right. So go back to page 4. If you have not already done so, fill in the blanks and complete the brain work. Have a good rest of your day.